Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski, I'm Chief Analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is Daily Analytical Report. Let's start. So what is happening this week is a small reversal, well, small, not small, is a reversal on the American dollar, which can have further implications because the sell signal for the dollar was just triggered. So this may be just the start of the depreciation of the American currency. Let's go through the major instruments on the market where I can see interesting trading occasions. So first instrument on our radar is Australian dollar to the American dollar. What is happening here about the buy signal? We are telling you since the beginning of April, since the last week, because we had a false breakout. So that was the false breakout below the horizontal support. And false breakouts are usually signals to open position in the opposite direction, and this is what happened. So we have a false breakout here, and then the price climbs higher. We broke the dynamic resistance, we used this resistance as a support, and then the price broke the horizontal support, horizontal resistance here. And this breakout of this blue line, which are the highs from the whole previous week, is the buy signal. Most probably what we'll get is a comeback test of the support of this resistance as a support, and then a further upswing. This movement is very technical. As you can see, the resistance was tested yesterday. Today we do have a breakout and the buy signal is on. Some traders may see inverse head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder head and right shoulder. Yes, fair enough, but the best place for this pattern would be after the downswing. Now we don't have such a situation. What is also very important here is this, because this is a long-term symmetric triangle pattern. Actually, we can even do like this. And a breakout from this symmetric triangle pattern should give us a proper buy signal, and this is what is happening here. When we go on a daily chart, we can look even deeper. Here, long-term downtrend line is being broken today. So the price breaking this resistance triggers super important long-term, significant, proper, legitimate buy signal. Now something different, now DAX, German index. Here also we see the power of the false breakouts. So this is the horizontal support, this is the breakout below the support, this is a false breakout, the price reverses and goes higher. What a beautiful display of the price action principles. And this main principle, well, one of the main principles, which is a false breakout. Now we can see a flag. Flag is a trend continuation pattern, so price being in a flag should result with a further upswing. Even despite the fact about those comments about the new trade war between European Union and United States, we see the upswing on the European stocks. So traders, for now, they do not take those rumors, information about the trade wars too seriously. Next one, dollar index, still in the ascending triangle pattern, so with dynamic support, horizontal resistance. This should result with the contact with the upper line, lower line, upper line, and eventual breakout of the upper line. What we have now is the price losing a bit of momentum, so we are close to the local monthly lows. Actually, we are on monthly lows. Well, it's just 9th of April, so it's not a biggie. What the price is creating is a head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. So this can result with the drop. This can result with the breakout of the lower line of the triangle pattern. Proper sell signal will be triggered when those two lines will be broken, and the sell signal will be confirmed when this orange support will be broken. But as for now, it is still good. In terms of the dollar index, we are still good here. Euro to Russian ruble, this is beautiful. We are talking about the long-term sell signal after this triple top formation, actually triple head and shoulder formation, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. Then the price created a much smaller inverse head and shoulder here, so we said there is a possibility of a bullish correction which happened. But now we are back to the long-term, to this sell signal created here and confirmed here. So the price should drop towards the orange area. Next one is crude. So what happened on crude is we broke the long-term channel up formation. After the breakout of the channel up formation, the price created a pennant. Pennant is a trend continuation pattern, so it resulted with an upswing, small correction upswing. So oil is going crazy. Now the price of crude is skyrocketing, and we do not see any signs of reversal. Cable is not moving much, still above the uptrend line. Actually, this uptrend line is the lower line of the symmetric triangle pattern. We are above the horizontal support, below the horizontal resistance. With this kind of a price action, there is no signal whatsoever. Sell signal will be triggered when we will break the orange line. Buy signal will be triggered when we will break the orange line, but this time the upper one. S&P 500 making, well, it's very close to the new highs. Unfortunately for the buyers, we are losing a bit of momentum, so the breakout of this uptrend line is probable. But it will not be a biggie, it will not be a big problem for the buyers because we will still be above the horizontal support. So the breakout of the red line can trigger us the movement towards the yellow support, but as long as we are above the yellow support, the sentiment is still positive. American dollar to Russian ruble. This is interesting because we had a false breakout below the support, but we had a false comeback here as well, and now the price is lower again. With this comeback, I think the sell signal is back on track. We can adjust this line of the flag formation here, but in my opinion, price being below the orange line is a comeback to the sell signal. Bitcoin is still keeping the price high. With this momentum, with this price action, I assume that traders should have no problems with reaching $6,000 for one Bitcoin. I don't think it should be a problem for the buyers. I see a big chance for the traders to reach this resistance. What the price may create may be the ascending triangle pattern, so small breakout, upswing breakout, bounce from the support, bounce from the resistance, support, breakout of the resistance, and upswing towards the 6,000. So in my opinion on Bitcoin, we should still see the positive sentiment. New Zealand dollar to the Canadian dollar. What we are having here is a continuation of this sell signal created on a weekly chart. Here with this false breakout, bearish engulfing, sell signal confirmed last week. Today we do have new lows. As you can see, I opened a short position here. Short position is here. Stop loss is already on break-even point, so I cannot lose on this position. As you can see, I'm protecting 36 euros. but obviously I'm aiming for much more. This is just the stop loss being on the on the break-even point. First target should be here, but if I believe in the signal in a weekly chart, and I do believe in the signal, I think that the target is here. So that's a proper sell signal on New Zealand dollar to the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar is obviously getting stronger thanks to the rising prices of oil. That's one of the reasons. The closest resistance here on this instrument is here. It's proven about this support, with this support, and this breakout. Obviously, when you have a candlestick like that breaking support, it means that the support was relevant, and most probably it will be now tested as a resistance. American dollar to Swiss franc. Here we are getting closer to my major sell signal that I told you about last week. So, oh, this is beautiful. I told you exactly on Friday that the price is meeting 4 important resistances. So look at this upper line of the flag, horizontal resistance from those price movements, dynamic resistance from the from the neckline of this triple top formation, 50% Fibonacci, and the price did bounce from this level. It is beautiful. The next proper sell signal, so that was a nice sell signal, but the next sell signal will be triggered when the price will break 38.2 and lower line of the flag. So this can be huge. This can be a proper trading signal with a nice target on the long-term uptrend line here. So the risk to reward ratio is pretty sweet, if you ask me. So for example, sell, stop loss on 20 pips, take profit on around 100 pips. If that is not a proper risk to reward ratio, then I don't know what is. American dollar to Japanese yen. What is happening here is finally a reversal. This reversal from the technical point of view is supported by the head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. The proper sell signal will be triggered when the price will finally break this support, because they are struggling a little bit. Breakout attempt, defense, breakout attempt again. We will see where it will go, but it looks promising for the sellers. New Zealand dollar to American dollar. Here what we are having is a breakout of this support, and with those breakouts we should see the further drop. As for now, we do have a small reversal, but eventually the price should go down. Euro dollar. Now 3 instruments from the trading sniper video, and euro dollar is having a beautiful formation. By the way, I anticipated this formation when the price was here. You can check our previous daily Analyticon report. So I said that there is a chance for an inverse on the shoulder pattern. Left shoulder, head and the right shoulder was created here. Breakout of the neckline on Monday. Breakout of the neckline brings us a buy signal. Buy signal is confirmed today twice. Price goes higher. Beautiful. Inverse and shoulder formation, breakout of the neckline, defense, upswing. First target is already reached, so it's 38.2 Fibonacci. We will see where it will go further. Now gold created absolutely beautiful buy signal here on the 4th of April. That's a hammer on the daily chart, but not in a random place, but on the neckline of the head and shoulder pattern, which shows us a rejection of this pattern, which shows us willingness to go higher, which shows us a demand. I bought here as well. Stop loss is also already on break-even point, so I cannot lose on this position. Price defended the neckline, is aiming higher. Yesterday we had the new midterm highs. We're on the highest level since 28th of March. Today the price is also climbing higher, and the next target is this upper line of this flag formation. This is a flag trend continuation pattern really. So when the price will break the upper line of the flag, we will have a second buy signal. That was the first after the hammer. Now Australian dollar to Swiss franc, also I do have a position here, not on break-even point. This is the stop loss, but I think I will move on break-even point soon. Actually, I can do this now. So now I cannot lose on this position, it's already protected. Why I open long position here? Because the price defended horizontal support, then the price broke the dynamic resistance, and then the price started to create higher highs and higher lows. So lower lows and lower highs, that's a sell signal, and higher highs and higher lows, it's a buy signal. So far so good. We are on the highest level since the middle of March. When we will break those highs, we should aim for the highest levels in February, and actually for the yearly highs. It does look very promising. The place to open this position here wasn't too good because it's the middle of the boring sideways trend, but we will see if we will succeed. There is the next resistance here, so I should watch out with this take profit. Maybe I will lower it for the price to go somewhere here. So all of those setups looks extremely promising. Let me do a quick recap for you. Australian dollar to American dollar buy signal. DAX positive sentiment, dollar index still positive despite the negative sentiment towards the dollar on different pairs, but in the long term on the dollar index we are still good. Euro to ruble negative, crude positive, cable nothing, S&P positive, American dollar ruble negative, Bitcoin still positive, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar negative, American dollar, Swiss franc negative, American dollar, Japanese yen negative, New Zealand dollar, American dollar negative, Euro dollar positive, gold positive, Australian dollar, Swiss franc positive. So these are the best trading setups right now on the market. Thank you very much guys for attending this webinar, and see you tomorrow.